Welcome to welcome to Getting Weird with It over here. We are about to dive into some prophecy. Do you guys like prophecy? Every now and then, I like to jump in and look at some predictions for the current year made by famous prophets throughout history. Obviously, Nostradamus is the big one, but we've had some that were more recent. And used more used more modern language to describe what they were talking about. So that's the problem with Nostradamus, is that a lot of it's all poetic. But the figure today is she's dead now. She died in 1996, but is Baba Vanga or Vanga, yeah, Baba Vanga, and she's Bulgarian, but her predictions were also given in like poetry form, but that seems to be the way to do prophecies. You have to do it in poems, in obscure poems that you can correlate to actual events without saying the actual events. Yeah.
Baba Vanga, a mystic whose visions have stirred global curiosity, left behind terrifying predictions for 2024 that continue to unfold in mysterious ways.
Global warming.
Known for the eerie accuracy of her chilling prophecies, her insights for the future resonate deeply with those who are concerned about what will happen in the remainder of 2024.
Now, this came out a couple months ago. We're further into 2024 now. They got little less than 2.5 months to fill out the rest of these prophecies that they make during this video. Let's do it.
She passed away in 1996 at the age of 84, but it seems Baba Vanga's prediction for 2024 has begun, and it terrifies everyone. Why does this prediction stand out as particular?
Are you guys terrified? You're supposed to be terrified. That's the rule. He just said it. Terrifies everyone. You all count as part of everyone.
Ominous. Join us as we unravel the secrets behind Baba Vanga's foreboding vision for 2024.
So I will eventually probably do Cat Courage on Fapiano. I don't want people to feel like I'm bullying specifically American evangelicals, like that's my focus or anything, because woo is everywhere. People grifting and saying there's supernatural things are happening everywhere to try to. Now, I don't know if Baba Vanga's, if she believed her own prophecies or not. Maybe she did. I don't know, but I don't believe them.
Explore its terrifying impact on our lives as we know it. Early life. Born on January 31st, 1911, in the town of Strumica, then part of the Ottoman Empire, Vangelia Pandeva Dimitrova, who would later be known as Baba Vanga, came from humble beginnings. Her life in Bulgaria, before she became known as the Nostradamus of the Balkans, began in a small, impoverished village where her parents, simple farmers, struggled.
Does Brie have that village on the map? Of course she does. What are you talking about? Duh. Which village was it? Yeah, there's Baba Vanga Museum here. That's where she grew up, or when she was an adult. Hold on, she did her. This is the village she was born and raised in. Yep, right here. And then when she did all her prophesizing, excuse me, she was living here. We might have to go down to the Baba Vanga Museum here. I keep saying her name wrong. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. Because you can go inside. Check this out. But we'll do that in a minute. Let's finish the video. Let's watch the video first.
To make ends meet, Baba Vanga, one of several siblings, experienced a childhood filled with hardships, yet was deeply rooted in the close-knit fabric of her community. Setting the stage for Baba Vanga's later spiritual inclinations were the local traditions, the mystic tales told by the elders, and a freak accident involving her eyesight. The accident took her eyesight, but it gave her something in return that ultimately changed the course of her life. The tragedy struck when Vanga was just 12 years old. A fierce storm, described by some as a freak tornado, swept through her village, lifting the young girl off the ground and throwing her into a field. It sounds like pure fiction, I know, but many records report that it actually happened to her. So after a long search, she was found covered in dirt and stones, with injuries that would change her life forever. Despite their best efforts, doctors could not save her sight, and she gradually became...
What happened to her sight, though, is kind of the thing I'm wondering, because it, like... I'm not saying that the damage you get to your body during a tornado can't cause blindness, but what sort of of injury did she receive? Like a head injury? Is it
be blind? It's really tragic. But this period of darkness was a peculiar turning point for Baba Vanga. In her blindness, her other senses seemed to sharpen, and she began to experience unusual perceptions. Locals soon noticed her abilities to predict small events in the village, like finding lost animals or foreseeing minor illnesses. This marked the beginning of her reputation as someone with supernatural gifts. Thanks to these abilities...
How does it help to foresee illnesses, though, I wonder? I mean, because, like, oh, you're going to get sick this winter, and then you get sick that winter, like, what good did that do? Maybe you piled more firewood early on or something, I guess. Finding lost animals for sure, though.
She was able to see glimpses of the future, including terrifying visions for 2024. To understand these visions, we need to delve into Baba Vanga.
How many years out did she make predictions? Because every year they do this, Baba Vanga's predictions for this year. But why? Or did she like have a notebook? Or somebody write down her, or did she just sit around and and then 2024 this will happen and this will happen and that'll happen and this will happen, and then in 2025 this will happen and that'll happen and this will happen and that'll happen.
Vanga's incredible life, the seer of Petrich. As word of her ability spread, people from surrounding areas...
So could a head impact result in optic nerve to sever? I think that's possible if you get hit hard enough in the right spot. Optic nerves, that's what I meant, yeah.
Areas began to seek her out, looking for guidance and healing. Baba Vanga's small home in the town of Petrich became a sanctuary for those in need. She became known for her predictions and her herbal remedies, which she prepared herself despite her blindness. Her methods were simple yet profound. Visitors reported that she would touch their hands and immediately begin talking about intimate details of their lives, predicting future events with uncanny accuracy.
So was she doing like cold reading though? How did she do it? You never hear any like recordings or anything of her. I guess it would be in Bulgarian, so I wouldn't be able to understand it anyway. But they could have like subtitles, and I could see her demeanor and how she's interacting with the person, and maybe see if I can't pick up on some cold reading techniques that she's doing. Is she doing you're seeing someone's name starts with M or some crap like that? Because that annoys me.
Advice often included prescriptions for herbal treatments, prayer, and acts of penance or kindness. The interest in Baba Vanga outside her local village grew and led to her becoming a sort of global sensation. Voice to the world. Baba Vanga's fame transcended national borders, and she became a figure of global intrigue during the latter half of the 20th century. Politicians, dignitaries, and even celebrities visited her, seeking insight into personal and global issues. Reports of her accurate predictions reached the media, leading to coverage that both celebrated and scrutinized her mystic prowess. Among her most famous predictions were events of great global significance, such as the dissolution of the Soviet Union and the Chernobyl disaster, the rise of terrorism.
Let me see, where did she predict Chernobyl? Some predictions attributed to her, including, so saying she predicted the dissolution of the Soviet Union, the date of Stalin's death. Where can I see this? What words did she say? According to local legend. See, this is the annoying part about a lot of prophets is that it just says that they predicted this. It doesn't tell you what their actual words of prediction were, right? It doesn't tell you what she actually said in her own words. Just how someone interpreted it and then translated it to English, or what they think it meant. 9/11, no, you got horror. The American brethren will fall after being attacked by the steel birds. The wolves will be howling in a bush, and innocent blood will be gushing. Yeah.
And the attack on the World Trade Center in 2001. Her method of divination often involved a state of trance, and her visions came to her in fragmented symbolic messages, which she would then interpret for her visitors. Her prophecies, often spoken in a poetic and cryptic language, were interpreted and reinterpreted over the years, adding to her mystique and the aura of legend that surrounded her. Despite the challenge of understanding them, the mystique surrounding Baba Vanga's
the challenge of understanding them, exactly. Let's pull those prophecies up and see how they actually sound. Because I bet they don't sound as straightforward as you're claiming they do after the fact.
For 2024 keeps us captivated, as it is said to reveal terrifying...
I mean, you take something like steel birds and say, yep, steel birds, that means steel birds and wolves howling in the bushes. That means the World Trade Center attack. That doesn't... Hey, Constellation, thank you so much. Wow, I can't imagine going through life blind. Many of us need to be reminded how lucky we are. We can see. You don't know what you have until it's gone. I feel sorry for that woman. Yeah, for sure. And making the most of it and finding a way to make money when you're blind, doing herbal stuff and divination and whatnot. I get it. There's people that do that every day. And if you're blind, and there's some parts of public life that you're limited on how you can engage in them, and where you can find employment among the population. Yeah, I get it. I do.
Events that are about to occur. Examination of specific prophecies for 2024. In 2024, several of Baba Vanga's prophecies gained renewed interest. Among these, her predictions about environmental catastrophes and significant global diplomatic shifts are particularly noteworthy. According to interpretations of her visions, 2024 is expected to witness severe climatic events and a remarkable incident in global politics involving major powers. These events are said to be pivotal, aligning with her long-standing warnings.
See, this is wars and rumors of wars type of predictions, like a Bible prediction. But I will say, with climate change, and this year we did have a hell of a hurricane season. I still got friends and stuff that are down and out from hurricane damage. Helene was pretty vicious.
About the Earth's health and humanity's impact on it. One of the most striking prophecies attributed to Baba Vanga for 2024 is the supposed Great Shaking, a term that has been interpreted to mean either a significant earthquake or a metaphorical shaking of the global political landscape. While her prophecies are often cryptic, the implication is that this event will bring about a profound re-evaluation of how nations interact and govern. Despite their terrifying nature, skeptics cannot help but question the reliability of these.
It's predicting MAGA. She predicted MAGA, guys. MAGA's gonna take the world and freaking shake it up like a damn Etch-a-Sketch. You gotta vote. Baba Vanga says to vote.
These predictions. While we can never know for sure, we can gain some insight and acceptance by looking at the accuracy of previous forecasts. Before delving into a chilling prediction for 2024 that terrified everyone, her past predictions, their accuracy, are worth analyzing.
Okay.
Analysis of the accuracy and interpretation of past predictions.
Please.
The intrigue surrounding Baba Vanga largely stems from the perceived accuracy of her past predictions. Scholars and enthusiasts have meticulously examined her track record, noting both hits and misses. The accuracy of her prophecies is often debated, with supporters
Hits and misses. What to what ratio, I wonder?
highlighting her correct predictions and detractors pointing to the vague and non-specific nature of many of her prophecies, which could be interpreted in multiple ways. An in-depth analysis reveals a pattern. Her most accurate predictions often concern large-scale disasters or significant political changes, events that have a broad impact and are remembered.
Because there's always disasters and political changes. Not a year goes by without some kind of disaster somewhere. It's a big world with lots of people that are affected by a lot of different factors, from earthquakes to tsunamis to floods, wildfires. Did I say earthquakes? Tornadoes, hurricanes, tidal waves, pandemics, epidemics, you name it. Yeah, disasters always raining around the corner somewhere.
Remembered in historical contexts. For example, her prediction of the sinking of the Russian submarine Kursk in 2000 was shockingly precise, mentioning the name Kursk directly in association with water and tragedy. Let's see what it was all about. You see, Baba Vanga made a terrifying prediction in 1980, claiming that the city of Kursk would drown due to a catastrophe so severe that it would cause shockwaves of grief all over the world. Her forewarning took on a haunting reality in August 2000 when tragedy struck near Kursk. A nuclear submarine with 188 crew members aboard met a grim fate as it sank into the depths, encapsulating the dire prophecy and leaving the world in mourning over the immense loss.
How is that the same thing? How is that the same thing? He said, oh, the city's going to be destroyed in a flood. Oh, now the submarine sank, so that's the same thing. What?
Sounds unbelievable, I know, but it doesn't end there. Then, there's also Baba Vanga's prediction about the September 11th attacks, and this one was terrifying, to say the least. In a hauntingly prophetic statement made in 1989, Baba Vanga uttered the words, "horror, horror," predicting a grim future for the American brethren who, she claimed, would fall after an assault by steel birds. She also depicted a scene where the wolves will be howling in a bush and innocent blood will be gushing. This eerie metaphor, according to her ardent followers, symbolized the hijacked planes that would later catalyze a global crisis. It's particularly striking that she mentioned the word bush, a potential reference to then-President George Bush.
Oh, come now. Come now.
Would later command the wolves of American military might in a retaliatory war on terror. This chilling prophecy became a dark reality as the entire United States was enveloped in a shadow of pain and helplessness. The giant, struck down in that catastrophic moment, has since risen. It should be noted that there's also a complex web of beliefs about what Vanga actually predicted versus what is ascribed to her after the fact. This ambiguity enhances the mystical aura surrounding her predictions, making her a figure of ongoing fascination. Baba Vanga's prophecies have fascinated the world not only for their bold claims, but also for the thematic elements they encompass. Her forecasts span a wide range of topics, each marked...
But what is her hit and miss rates? That's what I want to know. What is her hit and miss rate?
by its own distinctive characteristics and implications for the world. But among the array of Baba Vanga's prophecies, one stands out for its prescience and relevance to our digital age: her prediction about the rise of cyber threats. Remarkably, Baba Vanga foresaw the increase in hacker attacks on vital infrastructure, positing a substantial global security risk, all at a time.
And what were her words on this one? Tell me what she said.
When the internet was merely nascent, years before her
What did
death
she say?
in 1996. She envisioned cyber hackers intensifying threats to national security.
What did she say?
By specifically targeting critical systems like power grids and water treatment facilities. Echoing Baba Vanga's dire warnings, recent developments have underscored the vulnerability of our interconnected world. Notably, AT&T revealed...
Wouldn't it have been crazy if they used that for an ad for like NordVPN or something? Baba Vanga predicted cyber attacks in the future. So I don't have to worry about that because I use NordVPN or some crap like that.
A concerning breach. A dataset found on the dark web that includes sensitive information such as social security numbers and passcodes for about 7.6 million current and 65.4 million former account holders. The origin of the data, whether directly from AT&T or one of its vendors, remains unclear. In response, the Dallas-based telecommunications giant has launched a thorough investigation.
Okay, I get that all this happened, but what does this have to do with Baba Vanga's prediction? What did she say about this? What were her
commenced
words?
The process of notifying affected customers. This incident is not isolated. Major tech giants like Apple, Meta, and X have also disclosed significant cybersecurity attacks in recent years, underscoring
Yes, there's been tons of data breaches. I get it.
the growing challenge of protecting digital assets in a hyper-connected era. Baba Vanga's foresight into the cyber threat landscape is a stark reminder of the ongoing battle between technological advancement and the preservation of security and
I'm just waiting for this to pop into an ad for a VPN.
privacy. Do you think this has something to do with Baba Vanga's chilling prediction about the rise of cyber threats? It certainly seems that way.
It seems that Baba Vanga sounds like she was pretty smart and was like, yeah, this internet thing is going to take off. You wait and see. There's going to be all the banking and stuff's going to be online, and you're going to have to worry about hackers. Yeah.
Vanga's prophetic insights reached even into the personal realm, as she seemingly predicted the exact date of her own demise. In a 1990 interview, she specifically marked August 11th, 1996, as the day she would shuffle off this mortal coil, a prediction that eerily came true. Yet, as with everything related to
Now, I mean, yeah, that could be true. I mean, apparently she did it in with witnesses made that prediction, but that makes me feel like maybe she. I don't want to make accusations, but there's ways to make sure you die on the date you predicted.
Baba Vanga, the exact details of what she said are shrouded
Oh my gosh,
in
you know,
mystery,
Bugbot hasn't
likely
even
to be
been here all
enveloped in the
morning.
mists
Thank
of
you,
folklore
PC.
indefinitely.
Gracious.
In the realm of politics, Baba Vanga's predictions were
Bugbot,
equally
you
striking.
lazy ass.
She famously foretold that the 44th president
That's
of the
my own
United
fault.
States would be black, a prophecy validated by Barack Obama's
Takes a minute
historic
to load
election.
up. It'll be here in
However,
just a second.
she also suggested that this president would be America's last, a statement that continues to fuel debate and speculation. Additionally, there
you
are claims
are.
that Baba Vanga made predictions
I'm
about
just not
Donald
used to it
Trump,
being back.
asserting that while many would pin their hopes on him to bring positive change, he would instead lead the country to decline and exacerbate divisions between the northern and southern states. As with all
Constellation Pegasus, you hear that? Baba Vanga does not think much of your guy. You said you're a Trump supporter. Baba Vanga's like, nah, this guy's going to lead the world to decline. I really hope you reconsider, though. I'm like a trans woman sitting in front of you right now, terrified about what would happen to me and my rights in a second Trump term. So, I do hope you reconsider.
her prophecies, these statements about political figures and national fate stir a mix of intrigue, skepticism, and contemplation, cementing Baba Vanga's legacy as a mystic whose visions continue to provoke thought and dialogue long after her passing. Now let's talk about another chilling prediction that came true. In 1969, Baba Vanga ominously prophesied a dire fate for a prime minister, whispering that the dress will destroy her. She envisioned an orange-yellow dress in the smoke and fire, a chilling premonition that would decades later align hauntingly with reality. Former Prime Minister of India, Indira Gandhi, led the nation through the tumultuous early 1980s, a period marked by her controversial decision to order a military attack on the Golden Temple, the most sacred...
You don't know the rules. If you get stung by Bugbot, you have to send it to sting somebody else. That's how it goes. So, if you get stung, you just do the exclamation point sting and it sends it to somebody else. That's how we play here in the Hive. You can SWAT first if you want. Exclamation point SWAT. but inevitably you will have to send it away.
Sight in Sikhism. Indira Gandhi's life came to a violent end in October 1984 when two of her Sikh bodyguards, Satwant Singh and Beyant Singh, assassinated her. The assassination, seen as a revenge attack for her actions at the Golden Temple, shockingly mirrored Baba Vanga's vision. On the day of her murder, Indira Gandhi was clad in a saffron-colored sari, embodying the prophecy of the orange-yellow dress enveloped in the smoke and fire of her violent demise. Baba Vanga's predictions can seem random, but they can actually be classified into a few groups: apocalyptic and catastrophic events. One of the most gripping aspects of Baba Vanga's prophecies involves her predictions of apocalyptic and catastrophic events. These foretellings often...
Is Bugbot a Gen Xer? I'm a millennial. I'm proud millennial. As proud as I can be. Anyway, I think millennials are all right. I like zennials better for the most part, but
describe natural
Zoomers. I like Zoomers.
disasters such as tsunamis, earthquakes, and hurricanes of unprecedented scale. Her predictions also touch on man-made disasters, hinting at nuclear incidents and environmental catastrophes that could lead to widespread suffering. The vividness with which she describes these events contributes to a sense of urgency and a call for humanity to heed the warnings about our treatment of the natural world. These catastrophic prophecies serve as a stark reminder.
So let's get to them. I want to hear the prophecies. I would have picked a different video if I knew you were just going to meander like this and not tell me what her actual prophecies for this year are. In her own words. Don't just tell me, oh, we think this means this. I predict wars and rumors of wars, because we've heard it before.
The potential consequences of human negligence and environmental mistreatment. For example, Baba Vanga foretold a catastrophic earthquake of such formidable magnitude in the United States that it would alter the very course of the Mississippi River, leaving a trail of devastation and significant loss of life. While a recent 4.8...
Ooh, yay, I'm like a mile from the Mississippi River right now. I'm like right up the right up the way. So if that happens, I'm probably going to be screwed. Just saying.
Magnitude earthquake did strike near New York City on April 5th. Originating from Lebanon, New Jersey, it fortunately did not fulfill her dire prediction.
That's not the fault line that's going to cause the Mississippi to flow backwards and has caused the Mississippi to flow backwards in the past is the New Madron fault. That runs under the Midwest. It's the one that when we have earthquakes here in the Midwest, that's what it's from. But our earthquakes are tiny compared to the San Andreas fault out west. Here in the Midwest, we don't really have big earthquakes. Sometimes you can feel them, sometimes you can't. They're just little shimmies. But that's the New Madron fault, which is what it would take to set off, which is what would have to be set off in order for this prediction to happen. It'd have to be set off before the end of the year.
The quake, felt 45 miles away in New York City, caused no serious damage or alteration to the river's path. Yet, as we navigate through 2024, with only less than a half of the year behind us, the specter of Baba Vanga's prophecy looms large. The question remains, will there be a seismic event that reshapes the American landscape as Baba Vanga envisioned? Moreover, Baba Vanga's prophecies extend beyond terrestrial tremors. She also envisioned a colossal tsunami, more destructive than any before, poised to strike the Asian continent. This prediction echoes with eerie resonance, as Japan recently grappled with a 7.6 magnitude earthquake, raising fears of an impending tsunami. These predictions, steeped in Baba Vanga's foreboding vision, remind us of her warnings.
So did she predict Helene?
The potentially transformative events
I want to hear
on
that.
the horizon. And
what was the words that she said about Hurricane Helene?
There's Baba Vanga's ominous prediction of an impending nuclear disaster that should have far-reaching consequences that could ripple through global politics, the environment, and humanity itself. This prophesied calamity holds the chilling potential to destabilize international relations, ignite conflicts.
Do we have stable international relations now? It doesn't seem like we do. I believe the Indian government just had somebody killed in Canada by hiring an assassin. Things are going crazy. We got Russia interfering with U.S. elections. We got China taking over Myanmar. Where is this global relations? Where are they going good at? We got two major wars going on. One in Ukraine and one in Gaza right now. Where have things ever been? When have global relations ever been stable? Like ever? Not in my lifetime. I'm only 41, but in my lifetime, I've not seen a stable world. There's always been conflict in the Middle East. There's always been conflicts in Southeast Asia. There's always been conflicts in Latin America. So there's always been conflicts. And America, the country I live in, always has us greedy little fingers in it, but I digress.
And shift the global balance of power dramatically. The gravity of such a forecast has fueled endless speculation and debate. However, critics remind us that oracles are not immune to the influences of their social and cultural contexts. As such, interpretations of Baba Vanga's prophecies can diverge widely. A crucial consideration is the possibility that her prediction might carry a symbolic or metaphorical weight. Prophecies often employ...
You gonna drop that prediction sometime soon? Or you're just gonna keep talking about how it was real?
...symbolism, and a literal interpretation could lead to profound misunderstandings. To navigate the complexities of Baba Vanga's visions, an open-minded approach is essential. It invites a broader perspective, considering alternative meanings, to fully comprehend the depth and nuance of her message. This method not only enriches our understanding, but also prepares us to consider the implications of her predictions with greater insight and readiness.
You better start making some predictions.
And global predictions. Baba Vanga's insights into political and global affairs are another cornerstone of her prophetic legacy. She spoke of the rise and fall of nations, the emergence of new superpowers, and significant shifts in global diplomacy. Her predictions often included specific references to countries and leaders, some of which have been eerily accurate, while others remain the subject of intense speculation and debate. Her foresight into political changes reflects...
Okay, tell me one of the accurate ones. Just tell me the accurate ones so I can see.
...deep understanding of the currents of history and the cyclical nature of power, emphasizing that no empire is permanent and that the global order is always in flux. For example, Baba Vanga's prophecies for 2024 cast a shadow of looming uncertainty and dramatic upheaval across the globe. Among her most startling predictions is the assassination of Russian President Vladimir Putin by a compatriot, an event that could occur amidst the ongoing turmoil in Ukraine. According to Baba Vanga, the fall of this pivotal leader will thrust the world into even deeper instability. Furthermore,
wait. Okay. What did she say about Putin? Did she say his name? Did she say Vladimir Putin? Did she say the Russian prime minister? The Russian leader? The Tsar? What did she say? What were her words?
Terror attacks across Europe, and ominously, an unnamed...
I have a feeling we're going to keep getting people's interpretations of it instead of the quote, except for the 9/11 quote. They'll give us that one. That's the only one that that we'll find. And the rest of it, they're just going to tell us that that's what it meant.
major country initiating biological weapons attacks within the year. Baba Vanga also alarmingly hinted at an uptick in terrorist activities across Europe and raised the specter of a major country potentially testing or using biological weapons. These grim predictions come at a time when the world grapples with escalating conflicts, such as the ongoing strife between Israel and Hamas and Russia's incursion into Ukraine. Amidst these geopolitical shifts, historical territorial disputes are re-emerging. The international community, for example, is increasingly questioning China's control over territories like East Turkestan, Tibet, southern Mongolia, and Hong Kong.
China's buying up land everywhere. You should see how much land China owns in Africa. It's insane. Like, the Chinese government, I think the Chinese government owns land over here in North America too. They own a little bit of land everywhere, either through direct purchase or through stock companies that are through the Chinese government. But when you're dealing with the current Chinese government, that's what you get. All we could do to avoid that is, a boycott, but
which indicates a potentially transformative period in world relations.
China has figured out what capitalism means. It means that if you want a country, you don't invade it with war, you buy it through business practices. China's figured that out. They don't go to war with the big world powers. They buy them out. They undercut them.
This complex mosaic of rising powers, expanding alliances, and historical grievances paints a picture of a world at a pivotal crossroads, closely mirroring the unsettling visions prophesied by Baba Vanga. Health and medical insights. Less commonly highlighted but equally significant are Baba Vanga's predictions related to health and medical breakthroughs. She foresaw advances in medicine that would extend human lifespan and treat previously incurable diseases such as Alzheimer's and cancer. While it might sound like the stuff of science fiction, the rapid...
Well, we'd get in recent years, we've really had a lot of breakthroughs in some of these fields. I think there's a lot of stuff out there that pharmaceutical companies sit on because of their profit margins with another product that they're selling, or they'll buy a patent for something that works better than their... Hey, you stumbled on some medical myths, and I hear medical myths is coming back, isn't it? There's Dr. Ben from, the Dr. Ben, future housemate Dr. Ben.
Strides in global medical research, adding a tangible layer of anticipation to these prophetic claims, President Vladimir Putin recently announced that Russian scientists are on the brink of a breakthrough, nearing the development of a cancer vaccine that could soon be available to the public. While specifics were not provided regarding the types of cancer that the proposed vaccines would target, recent developments have ignited a wave of optimism in the battle against this formidable disease. Notably, significant progress has been made in the development of a lung cancer vaccine.
Okay.
The United Kingdom has shown substantial support, allocating funds for 2 years of intensive laboratory...
So, I'm glad to see that people are taking it serious, taking the research into cancer vaccines seriously. However, what does this have to do with Baba Vanga?
Research and the initial production of 3,000...
Did Baba Vanga predict that medicine would get better? That as we move forward, our medical practices will improve? Because, that's straight up witchcraft, right?
Doses of a DNA-based lung cancer vaccine. In their most recent press release, the prestigious University of Oxford in Oxford, England, highlighted this initiative. The momentum behind these advances cannot be overstated. It heralds a promising horizon for cancer patients worldwide.
But I really doubt it was because of Baba Vanga that they started doing that. the Prime Minister's like, we need to give money to cancer research because Baba Vanga says there's going to be a breakthrough.
As we move into 2024, there is a palpable sense of anticipation that a medical miracle could indeed be on the cusp of reality, transforming hope into healing for millions affected by cancer. However, Baba Vanga's visions also...
What about Truvada? Truvada was like a breakthrough like that for people with AIDS, right? I said Truvada and its allies, right? These treatments that weren't available in Baba Vanga's day that would seem miraculous today. Did she predict those as well, or just the ones that you can inversely attribute to her predictions?
Warned of new diseases and pandemics that could arise unexpectedly, challenging the medical world and prompting a global response. Her prophecies in this domain underscore the importance of preparedness and innovation in healthcare, suggesting that medical advancements will be crucial in shaping the future of humanity. Baba Vanga's terrifying prophecy for 2024.
Are we here? Did they edge us for 23 minutes straight about what the prophecies for 2024 might be?
Baba Vanga's chilling prophecy for 2024
Chilling.
has begun to unfold, and the implications are terrifying everyone. The renowned mystic predicted a series of severe weather events and natural disasters for this year, and current trends suggest that her foresight was disturbingly accurate. With the planet already grappling with unprecedented climatic extremes, the realization of her predictions paints a daunting picture.
The Atlantic taking back the South Carolina coast is pretty wild too. I've seen some videos of those houses out on the what's that peninsula or whatever off of South Carolina called, like Edisto, and all these beaches are on it. The big tourist district, but the ocean started just gobbling them up, nom nom nom, and yeah, we've had hurricanes.
Of what may still lie ahead. According to recent findings published in a comprehensive study, the predictions of Baba Vanga regarding severe weather events and natural disasters for 2024 are becoming increasingly evident. The study
What did she say? What were her words?
reveals a staggering 67% increase in the frequency of global heat waves, with the highest temperatures during these events surpassing records set 40 years ago. Historical data accentuates this trend. Between 1979 and 1983, global heat waves typically lasted about 8 days, but this duration has stretched to an average of 12 days from 2016 to 2020. This prolonged exposure to extreme heat.
Yeah, this climate change. I mean, we had ideas of what climate change was going to bring back in Baba Vanga's day. Yeah.
Not only underscores the intensifying impact of climate change, but also aligns eerily with Baba Vanga's ominous forecasts.
What was the forecast? What did she say? What were her words? Use her words, or even an English translation of her words, please.
Adding to the urgency, the World Meteorological Organization has indicated a high likelihood that 2024 will be marked as another record-breaking hot year.
Of course it will be. Every year since like 2014 has been the hottest year on record. Has surpassed the previous year.
A particularly alarming prediction, Baba Vanga foresaw an orbital change, a shift that could trigger a series of devastating natural disasters across the globe. These insights terrify the whole world and
No, my house won't make it underneath that bridge.
Compel us to reflect on our environmental strategies and the profound implications of our planetary stewardship. What lies ahead? Beyond 2020.
Okay, yes. Are we going to say what words that Baba Vanga used herself to describe what was going to happen this year? What are her words? What did she say? Let's do it. Let's do it.
Before, Baba Vanga's visions stretch far into humanity's future, predicting a transformation of the global order and technological advances that defy current understanding. She anticipated Europe falling under Islamic leadership by 2043 and the resurgence of communism by 2076. The world hunger crisis, she said.
Why can't we have... Let's skip that previous one with the Islamic one. Let's go straight to the communism one. I'm here for that. Let's do it. Let's do it this year. Let's make that the prediction for 2024. Man, I'm going full commie. I'm embarrassing myself.
Said would find resolution between 2025 and 20.
I want to compare Baba Vanga's predictions to the Simpsons predictions. That's an amazing idea. Apocalypse Meow.
28. Perhaps most intriguingly, by 2304, humans are expected to achieve time travel, with later generations facing man-made natural disasters in 2341 that could render Earth uninhabitable. Despite these dire predictions, Vanga's visions also offer a glimpse into a far future where humanity achieves immortality, assimilates with aliens, and even establishes communication with God, culminating in 4302. According to Baba Vanga, the world's final chapter will close in the year 5079. What are your thoughts about Baba Vanga?
My thoughts are you didn't tell us any of the predictions that she actually said, except for the one about 9/11, just to emphasize what type of language that she uses. I want to know the language that she uses that you're inferring that it was for 2024. So I don't think she actually went through and said, in this year, this is going to happen, and that year, that's going to happen. Because god dang it, every year has disasters. Every year has political stuff going on. Every year has wars. It's just the world that we live in. So, but that was the Wise Owls, the channel. 158K subscribers, 1.2 million people. 1.2 million people have viewed this. Why is it not showing any comments? Interesting. So 1.2 million people have been totally edged by this video because it did not get you off. It did not tell you what her predictions for this year was. So, just edged, and then, oh, I gotta go. Not doing it. No way. All right. So, I mean, what do you guys think about prophets? Are there any prophets that you think I should cover that I haven't covered yet? Are there any prophecies? Do you want me to cover the Simpsons prophecies? I think me and Maya and Germania covered some South Park prophecies, so there was that. But yeah, let me know in the comments though. And this has been getting pretty weird with it with the Wise Owl. We'll see you next time.